South Bend, Indiana. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Coach Norvell told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ballgame. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The run inside. It's Mobley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Seminoles offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. It's complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work. Makes the grab in their space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Throwing, Carr. Complete on the comeback.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Makes a catch on the left.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, we're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Nice move to keep running. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Carr. Snagged in the middle. It's Mobley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Takes a shot, and they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Now this offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Get it out to the supersonic guy. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. To the air on second down. Finds his back in the middle. Knocked off his feet.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here comes the Heat. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Gilbert. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. That's reeled in. It's Porter. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. First up, a look at James Madison going up against Appalachian State.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first.
Snags it, and he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Seminoles are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Under fire. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Running inside, it's Mobley. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Carr. Under fire. Complete to the left. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time on target. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Mobley. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep, and these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and, man, are they in business. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles! The Seminoles back in the lead. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This quarterback part of their running game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. Fires quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking to throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. He's got it down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Delayed handoff. It's Mobley. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Finding some room. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give as they work on that clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now on the counter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Looking for space, it's Mobley. Smashes ahead. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. 4th down, Carr buys a little time. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To throw, it's Daniels. Oh, he makes a catch. A pickup of 8 on the play, enough to move the sticks and set them up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted for the 11th time.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.